Hello, my name is Chloe and today I'm going to be talking to you about Stolen Songbird by Danielle L. Jensen. Now, I've just reread this book this month and I made it part of my August TBR purely because I have read it before when it first came out, and I remember really sincerely enjoying this book. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, but I just wanted to refresh myself before I got stuck into Hidden Huntress, which is the second installment, and I'm so excited to read it and I have not yet. But I'm just going to be doing a review on this one first, and then I'll be reading this one in September. Because I have so many other books to read, but I'm definitely going to be reading that one so soon because it's so good. This story is so good. It's so good. Now this book, what I found so interesting about this book is because it's basically about trolls, and I haven't come across a lot of books about trolls. And not like ugly little squat Nomi type looking trolls. It's people, like the trolls, they look like people. I mean, some of the trolls in this book are a little bit deformed, but that's because of their bloodlines. You know how you get some deformities and like incestuous pairings. It's like bloodlines, so pure bloods and pure bloods, they can sometimes, like if they try and keep their bloodlines pure, a long way down the track, you can result in a pretty weird looking troll. But that is not the case for the main love interest in this book. No, he is on point. He is delicious. So basically this book follows a girl by the name of Cecile, and she lives in this world where the history shows that there did used to be trolls in the world, but they're kind of like a legend now. Like, they knew that it was part of their history, but no one thinks that they're around anymore. They think that the trolls are extinct, but they are not extinct. They actually are living under a mountain because of a curse that a witch put on them. So a witch seemingly trapped them under this mountain and put a curse, meaning that trolls could not pass out of the barriers that she had placed around the mountain. So they're basically living in this hidden city under the mountain, and the humans in the outside world have absolutely no idea. And that is until Cecile gets taken. She gets stolen away by a close friend, what she thought was a close friend, and taken into this mountain because there was a prophecy that stated that if Cecile were married to the prince troll, that it would break the curse and the trolls would be free. So of course the trolls pay lots and lots of money to have Cecile brought to them to be wed to their prince, in hopes that it would break the curse and they could be free out into the real world, live in the sunshine and all that jazz, because it's pretty dank and musty and dark and gross where they live. So of course they want to live out in the real world. Cecile gets brought into this world, and the whole book is just so interesting because of course she can't leave. They're not ever going to allow her to leave, so it's about how she survives and also her bond that she has with Tristan, who is the prince troll. Now the most interesting part of this book is the bonding part that happens when they get married. So it's not really called getting married, it's called getting bonded, which means they have to like drink this weird thing, and then they have to stand under this beam of moonlight, blah blah blah, and then boom, they're bonded, and then all of a sudden they can feel each other's emotions. And of course Cecile, she's only just met this guy Tristan, he's only just met her, and then all of a sudden she's flooded with his emotions and he's flooded with hers. So the dynamic there is really interesting, while they learn more about each other from their emotions than actually speaking to each other, because humans, they're kind of like frowned upon. Nobody likes the humans. Well, trolls don't like the humans, and the humans don't like the trolls because the trolls are like really strong and they're powerful and they're magical, and so humans to the trolls are beneath them because they don't have that magic and they're not strong and they're not powerful. So it's really, really interesting seeing from Cecile's point of view as she learns everything about Tristan through his emotions, and they kind of have this really weird dynamic that's actually, it's kind of cool. It's just really enjoyable, really super interesting. You also get to see this book from Tristan's perspective, so it kind of, there's a bit of a dual perspective. It's mainly Cecile, but there's a chapter or two from Tristan's perspective, and let me tell you, he is one interesting son of a bee. And just the politics of this world as well, it's really interesting without being so overwhelming and all in your face with politicalness, because that can be really boring for me, but it was kind of just woven into the general storyline to make it interesting enough to keep reading. And let me tell you, the characters in this book, the world building, it's amazing, and I love living in this book, and I love living in Cecile's head. It's really good. She is a bit of a stupid character sometimes, where she makes dumb decisions because of like something she heard or something she felt, and she made assumptions that are so, I mean, you know as the reader that it's so incorrect. You're like, no, stupid girl. But that's the YA character for you. But it's still great, it's still excellent. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really, really love this book, and I cannot wait to get into the second book. Like I said, it's named Hidden Huntress. It came out a month or two ago, and I'm really looking forward to reading it because it ends, of course, as books generally do, on a bit of a cliffhanger, so you've got to wonder what the heck is going to happen, and I cannot wait to read it. And I'll probably also post a book review for that one when I do read it, probably in September. So you should go out and read this book, and then you can come back in September and read Hidden Huntress with me. Now, if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. I would be very interested in hearing what you thought about it. And if you don't have a copy, I will link it in the doodad down below so that you can go grab yourself one and read it, because it's fantastic. Like, it's so good. Like Trolls, guys. It's friggin' Trolls. Hot, sexy friggin' Trolls. Magical, hot, friggin' sexy Trolls. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will be back with another video shortly. Bye! I'm a real boy! There's someone out there. And he's watching me talk to myself. Oh, joys of YouTubing. Hi! Stolen Songbird by Fudge.